Hey, what's up, y'all? Oh my goodness, my hair looks like cotton candy. Let's get past that. Well, I'm 2 days away from getting on a plane for the first time ever in my whole life. Boy, am I nervous. And on top of that, I'm having a competition against the best, like 40 u105s in Strongman Corporation in the nation. So it's going to be very, very intense, but high anxiety. That's where I live. That's where I thrive. I'm no stranger to that, so I'll just embrace it. But so I wanted to talk about some of the things. My first peak was ruined by a grade 2 oblique tear. It was not fun. It was probably one of the most painful injuries I've ever had. It cost me like 3 weeks of REM sleep. You never know how much you use your stabilization muscles or turn your core and stuff until you have an injury there. And then it becomes borderline unbearable. But that ruined my peak. I kind of just had to coast for 4 weeks and hope for the best in competition. But now once I qualified for nationals, I had about a little less than 4 weeks to peak. And if you're familiar with strength sports and the peaking process, you know that's kind of a joke. That's not much of a peak. So I just did what I could to get stronger and polish up some form stuff in that time. And also, while I've been picking a lot of like higher end athletes' brains, I wanted to share number one thing that they've all told me is endurance, endurance, endurance. Don't neglect your endurance, especially if you come from powerlifting. Like, most of the meets are going to be for reps, and even if there are like 1 rep max events, they're probably going to be some pretty heavy duty medleys. But obviously it depends on the coordinator, depends meet to meet. But having high endurance no matter what will help you big time. And in my brain, I was like, okay, so we have competition weight. I'd rather be able to do 110% of competition weight for 1 or 2 reps, as opposed to doing 80% of competition weight for 6 to 10 reps, getting better motor memory in, getting better practice in. I guess that comes back to the motor memory, like getting those clean, beautiful reps in and getting more volume. I mean, even though I'm saying it out loud, it's obvious which one is better, but in my head, I want to just heavy weight, destroy my CNS. Oh, caveman, ooga booga. But it's not like, that's why I've dealt with injuries in the past. And once I tried to start shifting over to like more controlled AMRAPs and stuff like that, or maybe not AMRAPs, but between that like 6 and 10 range seems to be way, way more effective. And mainly it keeps you more injury free. So endurance is very, very important. But I'm just finishing up a run. We are getting really close. Competition is on the 12th. I'm just making sure I'm going to stay in my weight class. I've been eating a bunch of food while I deload, but big things are coming. Y'all stay tuned, and I appreciate you.